Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, 19, 44, 54, just like that.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got him. General West. Fresh down. Yep. Kill. Hey, Sam on. Hey, Delta. Now.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville.
Break.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Silver. Tight dog. Kill. Check 43. Hey. 22 jet bomber. Buzz. Hey. Look at me. Door.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Watch the safety creep.
Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, and connecting here with DJ Shark. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Zoo.
Off play action, it's Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy, 30 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Watson looks to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
117, 117. Deuce. Check. Go on. Get it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Echo. Pilot, 64, weak. Rocket. Hey.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We go set. 15 line. Alert 3. Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo. Look, squeeze. Watch the shit. Ready.
Now Leonard Fournette trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Tighten up. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, seam 6. Now. Go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Jaguars. First down.
Let's go. 10-2 start.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? 6-6, pull it high. Kill. You're out.
Check 99.
Look at me, zipper.
SOS.
Hey, exit.
SOS.
Blue draw corkers.
Shit.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go. 60 or. Protein spill.
No. Off. Check. 25. Check.
Go.
Check 25.
Hey, Haywood. X3.
Fournette, a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you.
Topper.
You got
Go.
You got tight right there.
Hey, high 7. Hey, big grip.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee.
Pass on 2nd down. Complete to Marquise Lee. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Down. 30 base.
Watch it, you grind. 6 man. Check crew.
General West.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 37. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 31. Check
22 jet bomber. Yes. Shoot.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
55. Check 55. Come this way.
First and 10.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Fournette on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Check 3.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Switch.
Leo. Let's go.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 44
From the 17, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the 29-yard line.
10 Lobo. 80 weapon. Hustle, hit it.
Fournette. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Bam, bam. Sponge. No.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Go. Yep. 55. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Jim. Check 24. Ready.
2nd down and goal. Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Hey, Charlie. 6-6, bullet, to go.
Here's Minshew. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Here's Grant, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Jaguars, Marquise Lee. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, let's go! Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Mike,
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Check, 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 check.
5. Now.
Motion.
Hey, lock it.
Check. Whip.
Now.
A shotgun give to Fournette. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Protein spill. Hey, Alpha.
3.
Look at me. Zipper. Gone.
Slam.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw right side of the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready? 30 base.
Check 41.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Watch the twist.
Check.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check 52.
Hit it.
On 3rd down, Fournette. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Set 18 Gator.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. 41 Mike. 41
Go.
41 Mike. Let's go. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Double dog. Double dog.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
Now on 2nd and 16. Minshew. And a completion to Wilson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Albert Wilson, 36 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Get it going down. He's coming. And no timeout.
Throwing again is Watson. Being chased out left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, 53 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Yes, yes. Ready?
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Kill.
Bravo. Yep. Go out.
Fresno.
They go.
Now Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Here we go.
Hey!
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
And let's get this, get this.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to take a shot right away. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 35 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over
We play
1st
to
and
win.
10
Let's
at their
go.
own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10.
Yo, go!
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Be grip.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Any day.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Shoot.
Fournette running right. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Hey, Haywood! Hey!
Check 3.
Watch the safety creep.
Alert flare.
Leo! Fire!
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
A gain of 17 yards. It's 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Let's go.
80 weapon.
Here we go. Shoot.
Now!
On fourth down, Minshew. And this is going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the deep.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Next to score, Texans 21, Jaguars 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
36, 39.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Jaguars 33-yard line.
24.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Hey, tight.
Throwing on second down. Watson. He's got Fuller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Texans.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Benjamin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Getting toward the middle of the fourth quarter, and with that lead, they love runs like that.
And don't we spend a lot of time looking at the timeout situation, clock management? There's really not...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Minshew. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. This is Grant, and good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Mike 57.
Throwing now, Watson. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Going deep here for Still. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Minshew, 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. What? Yep. Watch the screen. Shit. Hey, Sam off. No. Off. Be grip.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Check. Look at me. Door. Check 25. Check 25. You go tight. Hey, Charlie. You got tight right there. 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, turn it out. Shoot.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
This is it. 19. Check.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Texans, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need.